Well, good morning to one and all, and especially those of you tuning into us from all corners of the world. This is Tony Lightfoot, your announcer, and we are here in Clermont, Florida for this, the 2016 Swiss Pro Slalom event, and it is presented by Naughty, Pro Gear, Good, the Swiss Waterski Federation, and we are on site at the Swiss Waterski Resort in Clermont, Florida for this second annual running of the event. So some good slalom skiing on tap as we take a look around at our facility. Absolutely perfect conditions. It does not get any better than this. Got skiers on the dock warming up as we speak, and Natascha Rottcher will be our first competitor up, but we got skiers of the caliber of Clementine Lucine. She's warming up right now on the dock, and also next to her is Whitney MCClintock. Sure, they don't want to be too distracted from what they're doing, but there are quite a few people watching from around the world, and we're about 4 or 5 minutes away from starting. We'll start over a boat simulation path. As we take a wide look at our site, and as you can see, absolutely beautiful conditions. There is not a ripple on the water, and if there was one, it would only be generated by the fish that populate these lakes. And there's certainly absolutely no wind in the sky, not even a cloud in the sky. This is Florida. We're used to this. Beautiful views, a beautiful facility here at Swiss Waterski Resort. As one of our camera crew, we've assembled a great group of people here to man our cameras, and Vincent Stadelbauer, I have to say, right up front, he is the man. He assembled this crew, and just wait until we see camera 4 a little bit later on. We've got a treat for you when that gets presented to you. So for the moment, we're just taking a nice little wide shot there, and skiers by the dockside, and ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are tuning in and wanting to communicate to us about the webcast and how you feel about it, well, there's a great way of doing it. Swiss Pro Slalom, hashtag Swiss Pro Slalom. Get on Twitter and show us your comments, and I'll curate the best of them. So Swiss Pro Slalom, hashtag Swiss Pro Slalom, and you can join in on the conversation online. One of our camera crew has already done so. Excited to see all the skiers from King 1 Ward, as you can see right there, using the hashtag Swiss Pro Slalom. So it's just that easy, folks. So, looks like our first skier is about to hit the dock, and indeed it is Natascha Rottcher from Namibia, a country that doesn't get called out a lot in terms of international skiing, but she is at dockside, and but before she takes the water, that boat's going to make its obligatory up and down simulation pass. We'll get an indication soon of a starting line length, and that will be put up on the screen as well, so that all of you good folks out there will be able to monitor the action as it happens. And we'll also have our a scoreboard that will be flashed up on the screen periodically, so you're able to be in full knowledge as to who's in the lead and who's in the hunt. So. That naughty 200 with the red and silver plate, looking exceptional out there on the water.
Excuse me, what's your name?
I'm Ricky.
Ricky. Okay, just make sure you have enough water, okay?
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah, I actually forgot to bring some, but...
All right, well, we'll make... Are you up there all day?
Yep.
All right, just let us, you know, okay?
I got you.
Water at the back, beers
Water
up
and
front.
sunscreen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on. All right, so, okay, we are at dockside right now for our first competitor. It is going to be Natascha Rottcher from Namibia. We'll get a call over the radio to find out what the starting length is, and obviously the boat speed at this level of skiing is going to be 55 kilometers an hour. Our two scorers on site, Teddy Winner and Brenda Baldwin, standing by with bated breath to find out what that call is from the dock. Okay, it's going to be 16 meters, a 16-meter start for Natascha Rottcher. Entrance gates number 1. Looking pretty decent right there. 16 meters, our first pass out of the gate. There with Natascha Rottcher. A decent effort there from her as she runs the opener, and line length is going to get changed to the 14.25 meter line. And for those of you that have just joined us from all points across the globe, you are most certainly welcome. I've heard that that there are people over in Rocchetto in Italy that are tuning into us. They're 6 hours away, which means that they're joining us at about 2:30 in the afternoon there, and they're probably in the middle of some of their training sets, no doubt. But let's have a look at Natascha Rottcher.
Just
14.25 meters is the next run for her. Okay, 14.25 meters for Natascha Rottcher. Looking good, looking smooth. No faulting on this particular run. Oh, and nicely done indeed for Natascha Rottcher. 40.25 meters, smooth as you like. And 13 meters is going to be the next pass from Natascha Rottcher, who comes to us out of the city of Windhoek, which is the capital city of Namibia, the All-Africa champion, Namibian record holder with a score of 4.5 on 12 meters. For those of you stateside that are not quite with the whole metric system, that's 35 off. Skis right here at the Swiss resort. Her hobby is shopping, and is also a member of the Florida Southern College water ski team. So, let's have a look at Natascha Rottcher. Has gone through 16, 14, and now this is 13 meters for her. Looking very smooth. Just trying to keep her angle, just trying to keep her shoulders nice and level at this point. Trying not to dip off the turn and really compromise that run, but a decent effort there from Natascha Rottcher.
Screen it looks good. The leg doesn't look crooked. On the screen it looks good. So on the tripod it's level. Don't touch it. She's gonna enter 12, I tell you.
So 12 meters comes up for Natascha Rottcher.
Take it, Tony.
Okay, Natascha Rottcher on 12 meters. Ooh, getting a little bit wayward on this pass. Oh, one comes up short on number 4. It's within 1.5 buoys of her personal best, so not bad skiing there from Natascha Rottcher. So not a bad effort there all the way around for Natascha as she sinks in, and she'll swim into shore. Obviously, well, a little bit of a wry smile there for our first competitor out. That's Natascha Rottcher. I'm sure she's got friends out there in Namibia that are watching and checking out our first competitor out on the water. Now, second competitor to take to the water will be Paige Rini from Canada. Not too sure what line length Paige Rini, 14? Okay, looking pretty good out of the gate. at 14.25 meters. Skiing on that radar. And running that pass like she knows what she's doing. On dockside, we got a few varied expressions there. Natascha Rottcher on the dock there, just trying to basically chill down from that effort on the slalom course. And our next skier out, Bailey Austin, in the final moments of her prep before she hits the water. But our skier on the water is Paige Rini, skiing behind her boat of choice, which is the Nautic 200. And for those of you joining us across the world, don't forget that you can participate in the conversation about this event by using the hashtag #SwissProSlalom. You get on Twitter, and if you like what you're seeing, check us out. #SwissProSlalom. All right, here we go. We have got Paige Rini. Okay, here we go. This pass is on 30 meters, don't forget. Decent looking effort there from Paige Rini. As she pulls out to shorten down to 12 meters. Okay, so our current scores right now, we have got Natascha Rottcher with a 3 buoy count at 3 buoys at 12 meters. And that is exactly the line length right now that we find Paige Rini. So she's going to have a crack at the lead. Paige Rini in the water right there, getting ready to get back out. And interesting to see how she prepares for each pass, trying to go through some mental cues on what she's got to do to affect a 6 buoy count on this next pass. The next pass being 12 meters. Looking pretty smooth so far. Looking all right. And looking out of sight there. Great skiing there from Paige Rini. She takes the lead as she has a 6 buoy count on 12 meters and will now go to the next line length. Check your top left corner because that line length has been moved from 12 to 11.25 meters or 38 off. And we cut to our next person who's on the dock getting ready. That's Bailey Austin. Comes to us from the Lone Star State of Texas. And Paige Rini, she comes to us out of Canada. Her best is her 4 on this next line length for 38 off. Canadian national champion, 3rd at the junior masters. Skis on the Radar Vapor. And one of her hobbies is hanging out with Brooke. And by Brooke, we mean Brooke Baldwin, who was the breakout star last year in the inaugural Swiss Pro Slalom. So here we go. This is Paige Rini. Oh, look at this. Not going too bad. Oh, look at this. This is 3. And inside number 4. So in as many skiers on that particular pass coming down, Again, inside 4. The only difference is that Paige Rini is 1 pass better into 11.25 meters. So Paige Rini, her final score is a score of 3 buoys at 11.25 meters. Our new leader after 2 competitors, Paige Rini. So now we shift from her to our next competitor. It's going to be Bailey Austin. Okay, so I believe she's coming in on 14.25 meters. Looking pretty decent, looking very, very strong indeed off that, that opening pass. Okay, so 6 at 55.14. That is Bailey Austin on the water. Now, the skier on the dock is Geneva Roach, going through a few light stretches indeed, and getting ready for her effort out there. As we switch on back to our current competitor. Ooh. Beautiful, beautiful conditions here. That lake doesn't stay rippled for very long, and with beautiful blue skies, not a puff of wind in the air. As we now look over towards Bailey Austin, that line length now is no longer 14.25 meters. It is indeed 13. Not looking bad at all. Liking what I'm seeing out there. That is Bailey Austin. Okay, so that line length now changes from 13 to 12 for the next run. Bailey Austin. So do we have any information on Bailey Austin? I sure hope we do. Yes, we do. 1 at 39.5 off is her personal best, so we're up in the ante here so far as our more capable skiers are concerned. Riding the HOV Type R. Heavily into CrossFit, as many of our competitors are into. And certainly a good off-season way to stay in shape. And here we go, Bailey Austin. Oh, look at this. This is 12 meters for Bailey Austin. Keeping the flow going from one end of the course to the next. Great effort there. And now she's got 11.25 meters coming up next. So, And watching on from the shore side is our world record holder in the men's slalom event. We got Nate Smith, and we've also got Kel Burdick among our men's skiers who have arrived here a little bit early to feast their eyes upon the slalom action this earlier on in the competition. And our next slalom skier about to take to the water will be Geneva Roach. So 14, 13, and 12, and now getting ready for 11.25 meters is going to be Bailey Austin. Here she comes, Bailey Austin. Oh, long pull into number 2. And that ski went inside number 3. So Bailey Austin currently in second place right now behind Paige Rini with her score of 2 at 11.25 meters. She'll head back into the dock, no doubt a little disappointed with that score. So our top 3 right now as it stands. Paige Rini in the lead with 3 at 11.25 meters. Then we've got Bailey Austin with 2 and Natascha Rottcher with 3 on 12. Those are your top 3 as they stand. So a lot of slicing and dicing going out there on the slalom course. And that will continue to be the case because our next competitor up is going to be Geneva Roach. We'll get the line length in from the scorers in just a moment. And it's going to be 14.25 meters. Not looking too bad from the get-go. 14.25 meters. Just keeping the flow going. All right, not bad at all. As she works out towards the end of the course and gets ready to shorten. With that in mind, we changed the bug from 14.25 meters to 13 meters. And okay, so with Geneva Roach out on the water, we got Jaimee Bull at dockside getting ready for her turn. She too comes to us from Canada. 2 Canadian skiers back to back. But that's not going to be the last that we see of Canada in this first round of slalom. We still got Whitney MCClintock to take to the water, second to last out. So that will be a treat for all of you, no doubt. And here we come. We have got Geneva Roach in on 13 meters for the second pass. Oh, beautiful, beautiful skiing. And no fault in that one at all. So, having cleared 13, that line length will now be reduced to 12 meters. Geneva Roach, some nervous times around about now. First 2 passes are pretty smooth ones to get from one end of the course down to the other. Just trying to get a feel for the conditions. She's skied here a little bit over the last few days, so there isn't too much about this site that she doesn't already know about. Keep on coming with your tweets, folks. Here comes Geneva Roach. This is 12 meters. Oh, a little bit straight with a back off number 1. But still able to function and get all the way down the course. Oh, nicely done off number 5 to stay in the pass. And that is Geneva Roach on 12 meters. So good effort there from her. So that was 12 meters. We now go on to the next line length. Top left corner, folks, watching from across the world. It has now transitioned from 12 to 11.25 meters. Now, that's the critical pass because that's the pass that currently contains our 2 lead skiers. Paige Rini with 3 at 11.25 meters. 2 at 11.25 meters belongs to Bailey Austin. She's in second, and 3 buoys on 12 for Natascha Rottcher. Up to this point was in third, but now that's been relegated down to fourth on the strength of Geneva Roach's current performance of 6 buoys on 12 meters. We'll take a quick look down at the dock again and see the rather pensive look on the starting dock at Jaimee Bull. She'll be our next competitor out. And back on the slalom course once again, that Nautique 200 roaring in towards the slalom course. We have Geneva Roach, 11.25 meters. Oh, getting a horrid number 1, and that ski inside number 2. So we've had 3 successive competitors get into 11.25 meters. So 1 at 11.25 meters for Geneva Roach. Not a bad effort there from her. 1 at 11.25 meters, and she may have a little bit of work to do for the next round. Now, next skier up is going to be Jaimee Bull. And she will, I believe, be going into the course at 14.25 meters. We'll get confirmation from Teddy and from Brenda, our 2 scorers here along the shoreline. They'll give me the thumbs up whether that's going to be 16 or 14. Fourteen. 14.25 meters, the call is made. And here comes Jaimee Bull of Canada. Entrance gates, number 1. Looking very good. A personal best is 1 at 10.75 meters, 39.5 off. Well, we're quite a ways away from getting to that point, of course. But it is a decent start, and she is now on 13 meters for the next run. Jaimee Bull out of Canada. Okay, so looking over on dockside, we've got Beatrice Ianni from Italy. No doubt she has some fans in Rocchetto that will be watching out and seeing what she's got to offer out there on the slalom course. But before we get to her, we've got Jaimee Bull from Canada as that Nautique 200 begins to roar into the slalom course. Jaimee Bull, this is 13 meters. Start looks excellent. Off number 1. Round number 2. Not looking bad at all. Oh, beautiful pass. Very well composed from start to finish. Okay, so there we go. That is Jaimee Bull, 14.25 meters and 30 meters in quick succession. And now that line length goes from 13 to 12. And for you good folks out there, this is the Swiss Pro Slalom, and it's being brought to you by Nautique, Pro Gear, Good, the Swiss Water Ski Federation, and the Swiss Water Ski Resort. So, Beatrice Ianni on the slalom dock and looking out towards the water, and she will find very, very close to her indeed, Jaimee Bull, who is on 12 meters right about now, and we'll have a look at our beautiful shots down the lake. And here comes Jaimee Bull. This is 12 meters. Great effort. First couple of buoys, just trying to make sure that that ski gets angled across the course. Trying not to do too much in the turn to destabilize her on this critical line length for 12 meters. And she gets the job done. Liking what I'm seeing out there from Jaimee Bull. So 11.25 meters is next for Jaimee Bull, but I think that she knows realistically coming into this pass that she has got to realistically run it and get fairly deep into 39.5 off or 10.75 meters to really put the heat on some of our competitors that will be skiing out last. Skiers of the quality of Samantha Dumala and Manon Costard and Whitney MCClintock and Regina Jaquess. And let's not forget former European slalom champion Clementine Lucine and Brooke Baldwin, the breakout star from last year. So, we have got Jaimee Bull now. .25 meters. Oh, good start off that number one. Round number two, getting a little broken. Oh, and it's inside three. So that is going to be another count. Another count of two buoys, which at this point in the proceedings is going to put her in a tied position with one of our other competitors. Two at 11.25 meters for Jaimee Bull. That's going to be the confirmed score from our officials. Two at 11.25 meters for Jaimee Bull. Okay, our next skier is Beatrice Ianni from Italy. Now, that one score that Jaimee Bull is tied with is that same score with Bailey Austin. She scored 2 at 11. So our top scores right now, Paige Rini with 3 at 11.25 meters. In tied second, Bailey Austin and Jaimee Bull with 2 at 11. And in fourth place right now, Geneva Roach with 1. And in fifth out of 5 skiers, Natascha Rottcher with 3 at 12 meters. So, skier on the water right now. This is Beatrice Ianni. Beatrice Ianni, whom I believe is going to be on 14.25 meters. Oh, and Beatrice Ianni, 14.25 meters, looking very, very strong indeed on the slalom dock. As you can see, we've got Clementine Lucine who's in pretty good spirits on the dock, considering that her partner, Pierre Ballon, scored two back-to-back scores of over 11,000 points in the record event yesterday in Mulberry at Ski Paradise, and saw that post on Facebook. So congratulations to you, sir. I'm sure that you're standing by on shore. No doubt you'll be watching Clementine Lucine, but by equal measure, you'll no doubt be looking at our current skier, who is Beatrice Ianni. I understand we got a little bit of an audience from Riccetto in Italy watching, so thanks a lot to you guys out there for tuning in at this point. We are about little after 9 o'clock in the morning, which makes that about 3 o'clock in the afternoon for you good chaps. So here we go. This is Beatrice Ianni. Looking good. Not looking too bad at all. This is 13 meters. Oh, making very, very light work of that pass. No faulting at all with that. And pulling out to shorten. And it's going to be a 12-meter pass that's going to come up for her next. Such a beautiful facility here at the Swiss water ski resort, headed up by our good man Clint Stadelbauer, who is also the tournament director here. And thanks to him for putting this event on, bringing all of these world-class skiers together. So here we go. This is Beatrice Ianni. This is going to be the 12-meter pass. 14 and 13 successfully run. A little loose off number one, but has enough room to work with. Looking very strong off that run. That is 12 meters. No fault in there. Okay, so folks, maybe some of you were reminded of the statement that I made a few minutes ago about camera 4. Well, those of you watching live, this is camera 4. Aerial shot being provided to you by VSP. Vincent Stadelbauer Photography. That is a shot to behold. So coming back on the 11.25 meters is going to be Beatrice Ianni. And we're going to stay on this shot. We'll see her coming out the water and heading towards the slalom course. And here we go, Beatrice Ianni. Oh, getting in. Oh, getting around 3. Does she take the hit? Is that in time, though? Is that going to be 2.5 or is that going to be 3 for Beatrice Ianni? She'll make her way towards the dock. A decent performance there. And a great effort there, but is it going to be enough? Is it going to be 2.5? It is going to be 3, so she made it to the wakes, and she currently ties the lead with Paige Rini. 3 buoys at 11.25 meters for Beatrice Ianni. So a fantastic effort there for her. As we now get ready to transition to our next competitor, multiple-time European slalom champion, Okay. All right, then. So here we go. This is Clementine Lucine. Not looking too bad at all. Great effort there from Clementine Lucine as she makes it all the way around 6 buoys on that opener. Taking a look at the dock, we have got Brooke Baldwin about to go next. So, and for those of you curious about camera 4, that is camera 4 being tracked by one of our fantastic camera crew right here. And you know, one of the things about flying one of these drones is that it gets lost against the camouflage of the trees. Well, he seems to be able to pick it up very, very nicely indeed, and kudos to him. I'll name check him in a short while. But here comes Clementine Lucine, and this is going to be the 13-meter run. And a good effort there on 13 meters there for Clementine Lucine. I understand that was 13 meters. We'll double check on the line length. It looks like there is yellow and green. So now we've got Clementine Lucine, and now 12 meters for her. All right, here she comes, Clementine Lucine. She's already run 14 and 13. This is 12 meters. Beautifully executed pass from one end of the course to the other, and she's been doing it for so long. Remember her being a breakout star for the French junior water ski team sometime in the early to mid 1990s, and then she really bust onto the scene with an appearance on the French elite team at the European Champions. So, Beautiful live shot, courtesy of VSP. But we're going to take that camera down for a few minutes. We don't have nuclear batteries available yet. So 11.25 meters coming up for Clementine Lucine. Here she comes. Needs to start and gets it. Round number 1 and 2. Look at that. She's early and wide for 3. Keeping the flow going. And our first competitor to run 11.25 meters is Clementine Lucine. She now has a 6-buoy lead on top of our tied second place competitors. And there she is, 11.25 meters. We now go on to 10.75 meters. The first time that we've seen this pass, the first time we're going to see it. And Clementine Lucine looking very, very strong indeed. Brooke Baldwin on the dock. Can only watch at this point in the proceedings. She will be out to slalom next. Handle in her hands, ready and chomping at the bit to take to the water. But there's still the business of Clementine Lucine to attempt 10.75 meters. So Clementine Lucine. Okay, here comes Clementine Lucine. 10.75 meters out of Haute Savoie in France. Round number 2. S turns for the wake, and it's going to be a 2-buoy count. 2 buoys at 10.75 meters. The score final pour Clementine Lucine. Indeed it is. 2 buoys, 10.75 meters for Clementine Lucine.
Feedback is good from the webcast. This is what they see. Awesome. Donc on a qui là? On a Jaimee Bull à 2 à 11. Is that the first live stream roll? On a Paige Rini. First step. Is it? I don't know. Dixième.
All right then, folks. We have got Clementine Lucine making her way back towards the dock. No doubt she'll be happy with 2 at 10.75 meters, but in respect to the other competitors that will be heading out on the water, she might have left the door a little bit open. And that's probably one of the worst feelings in the world as a slalom skier, performing up to a superb level, but still may not be enough to advance through to the next round of the competition. And that's probably the feeling that Clementine Lucine has around about now. She won't know her destiny in terms of the finals until after the second round. 2 buoys at 39 is a respectable score, no doubt, but she knows that she may have to summon up a little bit more in order to make it through to the next round of the competition. Okay, next challenger to take to the water. She is on the dock right now, and that is Brooke Baldwin. Okay, so 14.25 meters at 55K. Looking very, very good from Windermere, Florida. Fantastic effort from Brooke Baldwin. 14.25 meters. Easy money there for her. And on the slalom dock, we've got Samantha Dumala. And Samantha Dumala on the slalom dock, as you can see, sitting on top of the podium. Well, that's hopefully where she'll end up, at least in her mind, as long as she produces her top game. That could well be a possibility. So Samantha on the dock getting ready and prepared, and now we will cut back to Brooke Baldwin as her towboat that she likes to ski behind, the Nautique 200, will be heading back into the course. 13 meters. Should be a pretty easy pass for her. All right, here comes Brooke Baldwin. 13 meters. Oh, look at, getting broken over off number 2. In all kinds of trouble off number 2, but has enough strength and enough poise to be able to run that pass. Oi. Not looking too bad at all. Brooke Baldwin as she pulls out to short, and not very often that we see that from her off number 2, but she recovers enough, and she even has a little bit of a wry smile there as she pulled out to shorten, and no doubt she'll try to make up for that. And for those of you out there watching, and wanting to communicate with us and tell us what you think, here is Swiss Pro Slalom. Hashtag Swiss Pro Slalom. And then we'll feature the best tweets on the air. So, hashtag Swiss Pro Slalom. And tell us what you think. All right then, here comes Brooke Baldwin. 12 meters coming up. This is going to be 12 meters. Oh, little narrow on number 1, but a little loose off number 2. That line not tightening up immediately off number 2. And coming up a little short on number 5, but still managing to get the ski out, and not looking too bad on the whole. If you get round all 6 buoys, then it doesn't really matter. So that was 12 meters. And on the dock, waiting for her turn, is Samantha Dumala. We've only got 4 skiers left. Samantha, Manon Costard, Whitney MCClintock, and Regina Jaquess. And the skier that we have on the water is Brooke Baldwin. It's going to be 11.25 meters, a pass that she knows that she has to clear now. Clementine Lucine currently holds the lead with 2 at 10.75 meters. That's 8 buoys away. A lot of nervous faces around the dock as we see Samantha trying to take advantage of the shade. We've got Manon Costard next after her. And then Whitney MCClintock going through her final stretches. But here we go. This is Brooke Baldwin. Oh, this is 11.25 meters. Oh, look at this. Keeping it tight on number 4. Look at that turn off number 5. Good effort all the way through. Great skiing there from Brooke Baldwin. So that is Brooke Baldwin, a 6-buoy count, 11.25 meters. And just like that, we now have a challenger for the lead. The lead currently 2 buoys at 10.75 meters, courtesy of Clementine Lucine. So wonderful action out there on the water, whether you're watching onshore or online. We've been treated to some fantastic skiing so far. And like the Carpenters said, we've only just begun. .75 meters. More than 2 will give her a lead. Oh, look at that number 1 getting broken over into number 2, and she has no option at this point but to S-turn and get the 2-buoy count that will enable her to tie with Clementine Lucine with 2. So 2 at 10.75 meters. 2 at 10.75 meters. On the dock right now, Samantha Dumala.
Quand il y a le drone qui décolle, tu mets en timer pour 6 minutes.
And coming back to the dock, Brooke Baldwin tied for the lead with 2 at 10.75 meters. Good effort there from Brooke as she works her way back towards the dock.
Amber, switch.
So there is Samantha Dumala. Her first pass will get the starting line length shortly. Okay, and it's a big start. 13 meters. 13 meters for our next competitor. And we have a live aerial shot. Looking pretty solid out there. Fantastic skiing from Samantha at 13 meters. Oh, and beautiful effort from start to finish for Samantha. 13-meter start. And she will be coming back in on the 12-meter line now. Obviously, she could have gone in on 14.25 meters, done the opt-up and to 12 meters, but deciding to go with a pass that requires a little higher tempo, quicker to get into the flow of things. And 12 meters is going to be next for Samantha Dumala. Holding, I believe, a unique distinction by actually winning the Junior World Slalom Champion, not once, but twice. One of the few skiers that have had the opportunity to defend that title when she did this past year. "12 meters, Samantha Dumala, and we are live and in the air. Beautiful, beautiful skiing. Through the exit gates. Job well done. 12 meters for Samantha Dumala. And she'll be coming back at 11.25 meters, just like that. We are at one of those critical line length shortlines for Samantha Dumala. 11.25 meters. We've only got 3 skiers remaining after Samantha in this round 1. And this aerial shot being brought to you by VSP, Vincent Stadelbauer Photography. And I have to thank him and our crew that are here in attendance to bring us the coverage that you are currently seeing right now if you're watching us online. Here comes Samantha Dumala. Oh, and Samantha getting into a little bit of trouble right from the get-go. We're going to get the... and she scored 2 at 11.25 meters, which is little bit off her game, I would say. But 2 at 11.25 meters puts her in 4th place right now, in about 4th place right now. But I'm sure that she will want to try and battle back from that, and she's going to have to do so in a hurry. So that was 11.25 meters for Samantha Dumala. And we're cutting over to our 3 skiers that have yet to ski. Right on the dock and getting ready to jump in is Manon Costard. And when you have these kinds of conditions, flat water, beautiful blue sky, I mean, beautiful flying conditions, and we're now out of bounds a little bit with the drone, but okay, so some great skiing we've had so far. Samantha Dumala, 2 at 11.25 meters. She's going to have some work to do, I believe. Manon Costard, I believe she'll be coming in on 13 meters. We'll soon find out from our officials. Okay, as we pick up our skier going into the slalom course. .25 meters is called for for Manon Costard. Rather unusual line length. I've seen her going on 13 meters more often than not. But obviously, feeling at this point in the proceedings that going in on 14 it will best serve her needs rather than going in on 13. And of course, let's not forget that the opt-up is always available for our skiers. So even if they do go in on 14 meters and they figure that running 12 meters going back will be more to their advantage, well, that's something that they could invoke at that point. So we got Manon Costard on the water. At the dock, we've got Whitney MCClintock getting ready to go. Here comes Manon Costard, 13 meters. Coming to us originally out of Marseille in Provence, Alpes Côte d'Azur. Oh, very nicely done there from Manon Costard. Looking very smooth, very precise. Exactly the passes that she needs as she pulls out for the next line length of 12 meters. So Manon Costard, 14 and 13 meters under her belt. And for those of you watching across the world and for those of you watching on the shoreline, this is your announcer, Tony Lightfoot. Thanking you for joining us wherever you happen to be. And right now, we have Manon Costard about to attempt the 12-meter line. Looking good off number one, getting good angle, trying to keep her poise a little bit loose around number two, but managing to stay on track with the pass. Looking good, looking in great shape, 12 meters. Pass that she's run so many times in the past. Today is no exception. So, some great skiing, and we have some great support here for the Swiss Pro Slalom. For those of you just joined us, this is the 2016 Swiss Pro Slalom presented by Nordic, Pro Gear, Good, the Swiss Water Ski Federation, and our good friends at the Swiss Water Ski Resort providing us with this facility, and we are indebted to them for making this event happen. Okay, coming back in on 12 meters. Not looking bad at all. Round 1, 2, 3. Good looking effort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and indeed number 6 on 12 meters. But she knows that she's only halfway there to getting towards the place where she needs to be, somewhere on 10.75 meters. She's run through 12. Now 11.25 meters comes up for Manon Costard. Watching on, waiting for her opportunity to hit the slalom course is Whitney MCClintock. We see her on the dock. Back on top of the water, we now have Manon Costard. 11.25 meters. All over the show off number 2 and inside number 3. So in as many skiers, it looks like we have found a hole around number 2. At 11.25 meters, because we got Samantha Dumala and Manon Costard, both with successive subpar scores of 2 at 11.25 meters. This is an incredible turn of events, and it could well open the door for a skier whom we would not expect to get into the top 4, maybe making it through to the next round of the competition. Okay, I beg your pardon. All right, so that was actually 10.75 meters. I thought she went in on 14. She indeed went in on 13. So 13, 12, 11, and 10.75 meters. Yeah, 10.75 meters. Okay, so 2 at 10.75 meters, a correction to the previously advertised score. But 2 at 10.75 meters at this point puts her in a three-way tie for first with Clementine Lucine and Brooke Baldwin at this point. So she's going to come back into the shore as Whitney MCClintock lowers herself, gets prepared to lower herself into the water, and Manon Costard 2 at 10.75 meters. Decent score. But she knows that she may have left the door a little bit open for a skier like Whitney MCClintock to barge through. We'll find out what her line length is. We'll get that confirmed to you. Okay, so the call from the boat is 13 meters. 13-meter start for Whitney MCClintock. Okay, so Whitney MCClintock, not looking back on the opening pass. Looking pretty good, I would say, on the opening run. The opening pass being 13 meters. One skier remains on the dock, and that is Regina Jaquess. So 12 meters comes up next. 12 meters will be the next pass coming right up for Whitney MCClintock, two-time world champion, multiple-time Canadian national champion. And certainly one of the greatest slalom skiers currently competing at this time. So, all right, so we've gone through 13 meters. Now we can change from 13 to 12. And Whitney MCClintock okay, here comes 12 meters, and a little bit of a wind has started to appear, but whereas a lot of sites around this state of Florida could get blown out pretty quickly with a modest breeze, this facility here at the Swiss resort tends to stay very, very calm despite even the blusteriest of conditions. So there's Whitney MCClintock pulling out to shorten. It's going to be 11.25 meters. Looking very good at this point in the proceedings. Here we go. This is Whitney MCClintock. 11.25 meters. Let's see if she can get it to go. Gets a pretty decent start off number one. Oh, look at this, round number two. Oh, look at that off number four into five. Takes a hit off number five, and she has the strength and the poise and the precision to get the job done. So that is 11.25 meters. Let's just say we shorten that line down just a little bit more by half a meter. 10.75 meters for Whitney MCClintock is going to be the next run. And final skier on the dock, getting ready to give it a go. So, yeah, okay. So, there is Regina Jaquess, world record holder, world champion. And no doubt will be looking to see what target is presented in front of her. Currently, it's 2 at 10.75 meters, a current tie between Clementine Lucine and Brooke Baldwin. And those are the only two competitors. And also, okay, so. Oh, look at, whoa, battles hard off number one. Round number two, can she make it outside three? She S-turns. Does she get to the wakes on time? Yes, she does. She has broken off that tie for the lead. 3 at 10.75 meters is going to do it for Whitney MCClintock as she works her way back towards the dock. Good effort as she skis on in. Whitney MCClintock with her score. 3 at 10.75 meters. Some exciting skiing. And don't forget, folks, we'll be following the action all day. We got our last skier are about to take to the water right now, and there she is, Regina Jaquess. I would suspect that Regina Jaquess would come into the course on 13 meters.
Flying again, Vince? Flying.
55-13 meters for Regina Jaquess. Looking in good shape. On the opening pass, this is Regina Jaquess. Should have no worries about running this pass at all. Coming to us out of Santa Rosa Beach. All 6 buoys just like that. Off the starting dock, 13 meters. No worries whatsoever. All right, from 13, we go to 12 for Regina Jaquess. As we see our UAV being piloted by Vincent Stadelbauer. Track Regina Jaquess at the end of this slalom course. And now she's going to come in on 12. So about to come in on 12, although waiting a little bit longer than is customary before making her way into the course. But there she goes, in towards the slalom course, and we now track her from the air. This is Regina Jaquess on the 12-meter line. Not looking bad at all. Very good indeed from one end of the course to the next. Great effort there from Regina Jaquess. So Regina Jaquess, 2 passes in with a 13 and 12 meter run under her belt, and we now shorten that line to 11.25 meters. Our lead score is Whitney MCClintock. Whitney MCClintock with her score of 3 at 10.75 meters, and that is the target that that's the score that Regina will no doubt be trying to exceed. But before she gets to that point, she's got to clear the 6 buoys that are presented in front of her right now that constitute this pass, 11.25 meters. And here we go, 11.25 meters, Regina Jaquess. Oh, look at that. Good strike off number one. And the rest of the buoy is 11.25 meters, making it look like 14.25 meters. But the caption at the top left is correct. That was 11.25 meters, if you can scarcely believe your eyes. And we're back at the dock, and we see the first of our men skiers about to take to the water. I believe Tim Henderson and Thomas Witzak are on dockside right now. We'll join them in the men's round one slalom webcast, which you'll be able to see after we've terminated this one. So for those of you that are watching at SWISSPROSLALOM.com, we will break from this webcast, terminate this one, and then we will go headlong into the next one, which is the men's round one. We rejoin the action from the air. We have Regina Jaquess, 10.75 meters is next. $39.5 off. Needs more than 3. Oh, look at this. Good hook up off number 3. Continues to barrel away into number 4. Look at this. Round 5. How does she do it? Man alive. That is a 6 buoy count at 39.5 off. She'll now pull out to shorten for 41 off, 10.25 meters. Boy, that was good to look at from the air. Okay. So, Regina Jaquess, 10.75 meters under her belt. She has the lead, and by a significant margin, too, by 3 buoys. And now she's wanting to try and pull a little bit more on top of it. She's put the whipped cream in the cherry. Now she's looking for the sprinkles. Here she comes. 10.25 meters. Round 1. Oh, decent round number 1. Inside number 2. And there is your leader after round 1, Regina Jaquess. Superb effort there. Some great skiing. No doubt the skier of the competition right now so far as the women's tournament is concerned. So, we are going to terminate this webcast. We're going to call an end to this webcast, and then we will go into and then we will go into the men's. But let's have a look and see if we can pull up the scoreboard. Yes, indeed, we can. Hold on a second. And here is your scoreboard right now. Regina Jaquess with 1 at 10.25 meters. Whitney MCClintock with 3 at 10.75 meters. And there you see the remainder of our skiers. Natascha Rottcher in 12th with 3 on 12. And there are your results after the first round of skiing. So great effort there. Regina Jaquess doing an absolutely exceptional job out there. We're going to change drivers. We're going to change some of our officials. But this has been the ladies' round 1 of the competition. So we will transition to the men's webcast in just a moment. But this terminates round 1. So we will see you on the flip side.
Bye.